What is up, SGL? My name is Gnostics, and I'll be your commentator tonight. If you're in the chat, say hello. If you're in the stream, follow, subscribe. Twitch has got an interesting deal going on right now. If you subscribe, you get Twitch drops. You don't want to miss out on your Honkai Impact 3rd rewards. But we have some exciting games for y'all. We have back-to-back games. EC Defiance versus EC Eternal. We'll start off with our Championship League. And then we'll move on over to the Premier League, where we'll witness greatness between Emerald City RC and EM Dallas Burn. So some exciting matchups, especially Emerald City RC, EM Dallas Burn. We could move on to the stats here. So EM Dallas Burn, Emerald City RC. Obviously, Emerald City RC has a better series record, but if you take a closer look at the stats, they're pretty even. 2 goals versus pretty much 2 goals for EM Dallas Burn a game. 7 shots compared to 5. Really, even EM Dallas Burn with their 1-4 record still have a chance with their stats, even though they're a little bit less. If EM Dallas Burn comes out tonight ready to play, they can easily take it. I mean, they even have more shots on net. And EM Dallas Burn has some fantastic players. Caesar, Huey, just to name a few. So it should be an exciting matchup. We'll take a closer look at the individual stats for EM Dallas Burn. Caesar popping off, flaunting just a bit, with 14 goals, leading his team in scoring. He does play the most games, though. Wicca, obviously a player. Huey, who has recently downloaded Rainbow Six Siege X. Not sure where his head will be at tonight, but we'll find out. Ponzi, great man, also a great player. Hopefully he shows up tonight. And let's not forget the star of the team, Pico David. We see a substitution with Pico David tonight. It'll surely be an EM Dallas Burn victory. The main lineup for EM Dallas Burn, Caesar, Wicca, Huey, I imagine we'll see them tonight. Caesar just needs to perform as he always does. And if we could take a look at Emerald City stats. Toad Death, obviously very known in the community. R7 Utopia. 17 goals scored for the season in Toad Death. Very impressive, with a 35% shot accuracy. More than 1/3 of his shots on net are going into the goal. Emerald City is also quite an aggressive team. 26 demos, 22 demos, 16 demos. More than 50 demos total between their top 3 players. We'll see how EM Dallas Burn responds to the aggressiveness. Some of their players on EM Dallas Burn are a bit passive. So the aggressiveness from Emerald City could be a win con. The main matchup for Emerald City being Toad Death, R7 Utopia. But we'll see who they decide to play tonight. And if we can move on over to the individual stats for EC Eternal and EC Defiance. EC Defiance showing out with a 2-2 series record so far. EC Eternal 1-3. The stats kind of go either way here. Both teams have high shots on net per game. EC Defiance is just able to score a bit more. An interesting stat, though. Oh, never mind. EC Eternal does have more saves per game. So it might balance out EC Defiance's more shots on net and more goals scored. So we have an interesting lineup so far with our two teams. The stats don't show much disparity between them. I think it's just going to come down to who wants it more tonight. Moving on over to the individual stats for EC Defiance. Parks with an incredible stat line. A 43.75% shot percentage. That's quite insane. 14 goals in only 9 games. He is averaging more than 1 goal a game, almost 1.5. More than, well, no. Almost 1.5 goals a game. 9, 18, oh well, it's math. Bird Nana. If you didn't know, Nana actually means banana. With another incredibly high shot percentage of 45%. Also quite an aggressive player, 33 demos total for this season. Fernando looking like the MVP of his team so far, followed closely behind by Parks. But who can forget about Green Madrid with a 37.5% shot percentage himself? Some very impressive stats coming out of the Championship League. And Bisbo, don't forget about Bisbo. He's the wild card for EC Defiance. He's been hovering around the champ rank. And unfortunately for EC Defiance, he just hasn't been playing much this season. I imagine if he had been playing a lot more this season, EC Defiance's record would not be 2-2 right now. Moving on over to EC Eternal stats. Philosophy Girl, I believe, is a new player this season. A Difo, who unfortunately hasn't been able to score a goal this season yet. I think he's commentated more goals, or I think he's commentated more matches than he's actually played in the league so far. That's a funny statistic. Philosophy Girl and Huskies leading EC Eternal in goals. Huskies with a 62.5% shot percentage. That's quite impressive. No demos. So comparing the demo stat from EC Defiance, I imagine we'll also see some aggressiveness from EC Defiance, and EC Eternal will have to respond. They seem to be more of a passive team. The first game we're going to kick off tonight is EC Defiance versus EC Eternal. Hopefully the players will be ready soon. If you're in the chat, say hello. Let's get some shout outs going. Don't forget that the SGL Cup matches are coming up. I think they are next week. I think it was 2 weeks. Oh, I need to log in. Excuse me, some technical difficulties here. I need to actually join the game myself. Who would have imagined? But cup matches, very exciting. If you're not following the stream, follow the stream for the cup matches. The cup is what SGL lives for. So far, I think both teams have an equal chance of winning. I think it's just going to come down to who wants it more. Which team has more chemistry, and which team can respond more appropriately to the other team's strategy. I'm not able to join. I'm just going to have to watch the stream for the commentary. It should be no issue, though. You've already kicked off. We're 1 minute into the game. EC Defiance has already scored 2 goals. Incredible. One minute in, and they're already showing dominance. It was another shot opportunity by EC Defiance. Hits the post and comes out. The stream is a bit blurry on my end. It's hard to tell what is happening here. Bisbo is playing, so they brought in the big guns for this matchup. EC Defiance not wanting to lose to EC Eternal. Defiance will have a chance here to make a play. Instantly gets shut down. That's a shot on net and a goal from Mr. Funk. EC Eternal showing that they are not out of the game yet. Two minutes 54 seconds left to tie the game. A Cuxer pinch off the sidewall off kickoff. They'll maintain possession. Instantly shut down by EC Defiance. Kick it out to the sidewall. Look for a play off the wall. Will miss, unfortunately. A nice pass off the backboard with a shot, and it goes in. Bisbo, what a nice play by Bismo and Nose. Bisbo knocks it, or passes it off the back wall, and Bisbo has a clear high shot. Eternal not able to defend, and Defiance with a quick response to Eternal's goal, maintaining that 2-goal lead. 45 boost off the sidewall, goes for a shot on net. Green Madrid is able to kick it out. Still maintaining pressure. There's going to be a shot on net. Another bottom right. This could be the Bisbo difference here. The wild card. A lot of good team plays coming out of EC Defiance. Eternal has won all of their kickoffs so far. Oh, that's a missed shot on net. Oh my goodness. We won't talk about that, but it might be present in this season's lowlights. A nice little pop to get around. Oh my goodness, what a save. A backflip save coming out of Bisbo. Deep Sea was almost able to find an angle on that. He'll bang it off the sidewall to try to pass it mid, but it's picked up by Green Madrid, or Nose, excuse me. Another pass mid. He won't be able to pick it up. Eternal able to survive the offensive onslaught. Bisbo no boost in the corner. Two defenders encroaching on Nose. You see Defiance is somehow able to gain possession. Aerial, one touch, soft touch. And EC Eternal is not able to get it out of the danger zone. Bisbo goes up here, possibly looking for a double tap. Gets a light touch instead, and because of that light touch, it was awkward for the defender on the backboard, and he's not able to get a good clear. And EC Defiance picks it up. Lost kickoff by EC Eternal. That's a double commit on the goalpost. That's a good save to kick it out. That was a very dangerous ball. Defiance not sure what to make of this play. Trying to pass it. A little awkward, but they survive. Bisbo will take possession in the Eternal's corner. Nose gets it around one. Nice pickup by Mr. Funk. 8 seconds left in this game. It looks like EC Defiance is going to take this with flying colors. And that was an impressive game by EC Defiance. They showed a lot of teamwork. Passes off the backboard. Mechanical plays in the air. Forcing the defense into awkward positions. And Adifo has also made an appearance this game. So EC Defiance and Adifo putting in their least played players so far. And we are live again on kickoff. EC Defiance going to give up that ball. Eternal not able to make much of it. Parks whiffs an open net. Oh my goodness, that's a bad start for EC Defiance, but a really good start for EC Eternal. Philosophy Girl with a shot on net, easily blocked by Birdnana. High ball into the center. Both players whiff. 2 whiffs so far. We'll keep the counter up. Yeah, that might have been a third. I looked away for a split second. Off the wall, gets it around one. Looking for a pass mid. There was nobody there, but he misses contact. Philosophy Girl with the potential for a solo play goes up in the air with low boost. In the state of limbo. Nice dish by Huskies, relieving their defensive pressure. Who will make the first mistake? Shot on net from the midfield. They had a high chance of being saved, and it was saved. Nice demo. That was a 2v1 situation. Turn to 1v1. The pass mid is a little too fast. Good cut by Birdnana. Banging off the backboard to see if Birdnana can score. Unfortunately, he was on 0 boost. Nice try, though. Park's looking for a way to get around the defender. He finds it. Green Madrid goes up. That's a shot on net by Huskies, and that's going to go in. EC Eternal with the first goal of Game 2. Not letting EC Defiance take an early lead like last game. That's what they need. Philosophy Girl has... I think Philosophy Girl is the difference maker here. I say that, and yet Deepsea just scored. I think it's because her presence has been noticeable. Nice 50. Only one defender left. Philosophy Girl tries to get it around him. They're not able to score. A pass. Or excuse me, a pass to Philosophy Girl. And that's an open net. Birdnana will capitalize. What happened here? Oh, it was a double commit. Philosophy Girl cut the rotation. I keep... You'll have to forgive me. It's hard to see the names on the stream that I'm watching right now. I'm not actually in-game. But somebody cut rotation when it was obviously the other person's ball, and it resulted in a goal. And EC Defiance is going to get another goal straight off the kickoff. A good dunk by Parks on Philosophy Girl. Two-1. Eternal had momentum. Hopefully it's not all gone. Nice hit off the wall by Huskies. Defiance's defense looking really awkward. Somebody finally takes the ball. Deepsea with a dribble mid, tries to get around Parks, isn't able to. Good stop with 0 boost. Mario tries to dribble, but the ball gets a little too far away from him, and Philosophy Girl is going to pick up the second goal, tying the game 2-2. Philosophy Girl making her presence known. I feel like she's been involved in a lot of substantial plays. Her philosophy seems to be working out. Mario with 0 boost, tries to make connection with the ball, isn't able to. Philosophy Girl not able to make much of that offensive play. Off the corner, accidentally passes it mid. Philosophy Girl with a good save. Ball should be easily picked up by EC Eternal, but there's a double commit. EC Eternal needs to stay in their own lane. They're driving all over each other right now. They need to stay composed. It's a tie game, anybody's game. That could be detrimental. Deepsea was the last player left on defense. Huskies hustles back to the net. Eternal needs to mind the rotations. That could have been detrimental. Birdnana will go up the sidewall, pass it mid. Huskies cuts it off. 1 second left. It would have been a goal, but it hits the ground. Oh my goodness. Don't tell me EC Defiance wins this game. Birdnana is able to pick up that mid boost there. If not, that would have been an awkward 2v1 play. Ball goes up. Deep Sea cuts it off. Low boost here, though. Nice bump. By Green Mario, I believe. Eternal recovers. Pretty decent soft touch by Banana. You see Eternal overcommits their third man for that ball. A Defiance, excuse me. Philosophy Girl was the last one up and accidentally touches it. Oh, nope. Huskies was behind her. She accidentally touched it back, though. Great save by Huskies. Not the best 50 for Eternal, but it lands right in the lap of Huskies. Pops it up. Nothing to make of it, though. Park's chasing down that ball in Eternal's corner with no boost. Hit around one. Deep Sea contest in the blue corner. Pops it up a little high. And there's a collision in the midfield on EC Eternal. Luckily, Philosophy Girl makes it back in time to maintain pressure. Banana does not want to go for this ball. He's got 13 boosts. Understandable. Parks with the dribble. Shut down. Husky's just going to hit it away. His team had a lot of boost there. There could have been potential on that play. Nice clear off the backboard. Deep Sea will go up. Gets it around one. Gets another touch. Not enough power off the sidewall, though, to make it mid. EC Eternal will regain. Good 50. Touches it off at their own backboard. They could have let it roll into the corner. That's not what EC Defiance needs right now. They need to stay calm and collected. Who will make the first mistake? That fake kind of works out for Philosophy Girl. Into the corner, good 50. Parks had to make a touch, and he does. Zero boost, though. The offense will stall. It's a lobby game right now. Both players getting a feel for one another, trying to find an opening. Nice touch by Deep Sea off the backboard. Not enough boost for the double, though. Green Mario will pick it up. He's got a dribble. He cuts it around one. Huskies with the block, though. They needed that. Shot on net, but I think it was wide either way. EC Eternal with nothing to fear yet. Gonna bounce down off the corner of the ceiling. That could have been a good shot back left, but it was a little too wide. 4 minutes into overtime. No team yet able to capitalize. Good dish out to the corner. You see Defiance not wanting the ball to go into their half. Keeping pressure on the orange team. Parks and Green Mario. Not sure of who should take the ball. Banana misses. Oh my goodness. Did he try to go for a dribble off the wall and he just missed it? That was the first mistake. I'm not quite sure what Banana's thought process was, but it resulted in a goal for EC Eternal. And that's what they were looking for. EC Defiance took game 1. EC Eternal took game 2. As I said, both teams, based on stats alone, are pretty evenly matched. It just comes down to who's going to make less mistakes and who wants it more. Huskies, however, 777. 2 goals and 65 touches, MVP for EC Eternal. So both teams making substitutions. EC Defiance subbed out Bisbo for this game, and they lost. We'll see how they respond. Philosophy Girl was subbed in. And my short-term memory can't remember who they had playing for the first game. That's unlucky. I'm going to try to rejoin the lobby. Give me 1 second, folks. Server shut down for maintenance. I'm not sure I believe that, but that's what I'm being told. And I've made it in. That was over a 4-minute overtime. Neither team wanting to concede. "26 viewers in the stream. We're popping off. And we've got game 3 coming right up. We'll see who the players have subbed in. Bisbo is back in. I had a feeling he'd be back in. EC Defiance not wanting to concede another game. 1-1 for the series in a best of 5. So who will take game 3 and be up 2-1? Parks Philosophy Girl on kickoff. Parks will have low boost. He'll challenge first. Doesn't need it. Good demo by Nose. Gordana cutting off the double tap. Nice pop. Should be easily picked up by Deepsy. Physicality. Football. Nose backflips in net. Parks picks it up. 0 boost. See what he can do here. Philosophy Girl misses the touch off of the backboard. Nose always knows, hits it too hard, not able to get a good double tap or a pass mid. Fernando will take over and it's cleared all the way back into the blue corner. Nose will take possession, tries to slow play it. Parks misses the ball, gets bumped. Huskies isn't able to make a play and Philosophy Girl turned off the ball. Oh my goodness, that was potential for EC Eternal and they've missed it. Another pass mid, Philosophy Girl not able to get there in time. She had 0 boost. Oh my goodness. I can't tell if that's in, it's just barely high enough. Huskies not having to do anything, which is good because he was awkward in net. He'll get a 50 in the midfield though. Fernando with a shot on net, gets it past the EC Eternal defense. EC Defiance taking goal 1 of game 3. And that's just a quick shot. Deepsy not able to get there in time. Fernanda and Huskies for the kickoff. Parks tries to get around Philosophy Girl, not able to. Rose always knows. 65 boost with the pop. Huskies will clear it out. Huskies clears it off the backboard straight to Fernanda. Rebounded tip for Parks, he misses. Huskies will slow play this in his corner and try to get around Nose, but Nose makes the stop. Deepsy off the wall, 18 boost. Nana will pick up. A pop in the orange half, Parks goes up. EC Defiance with low boost here. Nose needs to take his time. And he can take his time in the air. If he had gone a little bit quicker, he would have gotten around Eternal's defense. EC Eternal with the flip. And the net is just open. Philosophy Girl goes for the corner boost. I don't think she was aware of this shot, or she had just already made up her mind to go for it. 2-0 EC Defiance. Deja vu of game 1 with EC Defiance's 2-goal lead. Oh, Bispo is not in the game. I'm seeing things. Regardless, EC Defiance showing up as they have before already in the series. Huskies with a quick shot from Deep Sea's pass. Philosophy Girl dishes it back out mid. Banana with the save. Not able to make anything of it, though. That was a really good attempt from Eternal. Off the backboard. Nose with an awkward touch. Philosophy Girl and Huskies will double commit on this ball. That's an open net opportunity, but Birdnanda not able to get it on. But Philosophy Girl puts it in for him. Oh my goodness. Philosophy Girl said, nope, you should have scored. And she put it in herself. Oh man, not what EC Eternal needs right now. Nice assist indeed. Two players for EC Eternal on the backboard. An insane scoring opportunity. Birdnanda. Nobody. Oh, I can't even commentate what's happening right now. Somehow EC Eternal survives. They need to regain here. EC Eternal. 1 minute 10 left on the clock. Down 3 goals. Huskies with a shot opportunity. Gets the bounce shot into the top left corner. 1 minute 7 remaining on the clock. It is winnable. Nice shot by Huskies. Birdnanda with 0 boost. Not really able to make an attempt on defending that ball. Philosophy Girl gets the touch around nose and gets the corner boost. There's potential. EC Defiance's back boost and mid boost will not spawn. Unfortunately, they're not able to take advantage of their momentum. Philosophy Girl trying to predict the 50. Parks has no boost. It's really just going to be up to Birdnanda. A quick pass mid could have had a lot of potential. Birdnanda makes a save, though. Parks will go up. Huskies no boost. Deep Sea last back. Needs to make a touch here. Gets a light touch. Nose misses. It allows Philosophy Girl to take over. Tries to pass it mid from the corner. Not enough. 10 seconds left. It does not look good for EC Eternal. Parks will dish it out mid. Deep Sea no boost. Hits it to the ground. EC Eternal, unfortunately, got scored on 3 times. Once by themselves. Not what you want to see. Birdnanda taking MVP of that game. And EC Eternal, from what I've seen so far, it looks like there are a couple rotational cuts happening on EC Eternal, and that's causing their defense to get confused, and that's what is resulting in them being scored on. Adifo makes a great point. Eternal is forever. But our games only go to a best of 5. So we'll see. EC Eternal didn't want to make too many substitutions after Game 2. I believe they kept the same roster for Game 3 as Game 2, but it didn't work out as they had hoped. Bisbo hasn't even made an appearance yet, except for in game 1. And he's a very strong player. Will EC Defiance sub in Bisbo to finish out this game? Will EC Eternal keep the same lineup for game 2 and 3? They've had success with it. No, they've subbed in Mr. Funk for Philosophy Girl. I think she's a good player, though. A quick match replay of her rotations, I think, would sort her out pretty well. We'll see how Mr. Funk performs. Bisbo's in. They have brought in Bisbo, the anchor, to finish out this game. Strategy's not planning out great so far. EC Eternal takes goal 1. And boy, do they need it. Banana and Funk for the kickoff. Huskies will rip a shot on net. Easily blocked by Banana. It's a breakaway, but the ball is going too fast. Banana will try to dish it out mid. EC Defiance misses it. Bisbo not able to make contact on a flustered Eternal defense. That was a goal-scoring opportunity. Parks with a shot behind both EC Eternal defenders. Good placement by Parks. Tying up the game 1-1 around Huskies and Deepsy coming off the wall. Nobody went for corner boots on EC Eternal's side. One stayed in net, one cheated on kickoff. Interesting strat. A very conservative strategy. EC Eternal not wanting to take any chances. Deepsy might have time here. He doesn't. Banana, nobody challenging him. Parks takes over. A bit of a weird play, especially since there was no defender. Bisbo will clear it from the backboard. Nice touch. Is able to get the ball around 2 defenders. Good 50 past the second. Banana has a shot near post. Blocked by Huskies. Mr. Funk no boost. Dishes it out mid. Banana picks up. Kind of a pass to Parks. Banana will take control into his corner. Tries to get around 1. Off the ceiling. He's got the flip. Makes contact. It's not really set up for an offensive play, but Parks is pushing it. Nice shot from Bisbo. Deepsy saves it. Deepsy no boost. Can he get the mid boost? He can, and he can regain possession. It's a decent enough 50 for Eternal to maintain control of the ball. Deepsy, no redirect. Mr. Funk cuts it off. Wants to maintain pressure. Bisbo forced to take it in his corner. Deepsy with a decent 50 on net. Banana saves it. Bisbo no boost. Pinch pop off the sidewall. Both teams are lobbing the ball. That's not a good clear from Deepsy. Banana pops it up instead of going for the shot. That's a missed goal opportunity. Bisbo gets it around one. Low boost for the EC Eternal defense, and there it is. Parks is able to get a good enough 50 to go under Mr. Funk here. And Husky's not able to recover quick enough. 2-1. Things are looking dire for EC Eternal. They need to score a goal here. This is the final game if EC Defiance wins. Deepsy will have a shot on mid. It's off and a little high. Oh my goodness. Oh, what happened? Did they miss the ball here? Around one. Oh my. He definitely got it around one. You can make an argument he got it around two, but at the end, he definitely got it around three. Nice solo play by Birdnana. EC Eternal is trailing, and they have 1:20 left on the clock. They need to make something happen. Bisbo with a damn near close shot on net. Eternal looking flustered. A double commit. They know they're low on time. This is the final game. They need to make something happen. They need to take more risks here. They have to. Deepsy tries to get around the defenders in the mid lane, but it unfortunately just goes back into their corner. Deepsy no boost. Needs to pick up that mid. He does. Needs to get it around this defender. Needs to get around Bisbo. Nice bump from Huskies. Third man needs to get a shot. Deepsy with a shot. That was a pretty decent shot. It's just a little too high, though. He did everything he needed to do, except couldn't get it on target. Oh, that's devastating for EC Eternal. Mr. Funk gets a decent enough 50. Huskies gets it around one. 5 seconds left. EC Defiance is going to take game 4. Huskies with a participation goal, I guess. I don't know. In the end, it won't do them any good. EC Defiance has won the series 3-1 against EC Eternal. Banana with another MVP, probably MVP of the series. EC Eternal has the skills enough to stay with EC Defiance. They have the skills to play and to compete, but just minor mistakes on defense, cut rotations that don't need to be cut, balls not cleared as well as they should be, and EC Defiance found opportunities to score off that, and they took them. GG's to EC Eternal. GG's to everyone that played. Hopefully we get Birdnana in for some interviews. Possibly even Bisbo as well. Bisbo the anchor. Shout out to Championship League. But now we're moving on to Premier League. We've got EM Dallas Burn, excuse me. Versus ECRC. This will be an exciting matchup. For those of you that don't know, Sailing just released on old school RuneScape. RIP to the once great game. It's now ruined forever. But we're here to talk about the Premier League game, El Matador, Dallas Burn versus Emerald City RC. Both extremely good teams. I wonder what the lineups are going to be. I think Caesar needs to play tonight in order for them to really have a chance at winning. Emerald City RC leading in stats just by a feather. Just barely. And Huey's brain might be clogged and fogged by school, by study. Hopefully not. The teams are coming in through the inflatables. One mascot's just been trampled over. Goodness me. And one girl just lifted up her shirt. Oh my goodness. That's SGL, what can I say? I didn't know this was a, God, what was that hockey? You know what, never mind. The teams are rolling in. They're putting down their Gatorade. They're ready to play. Anam X has a pretty sus club tag. It's Diddy. That might be a red card. Looks like they've decided to render aid to the mascot. Bobby's being remade. If you have any predictions in chat, let them fly. I'm rooting for EM Dallas Burn for no apparent bias, no bias at all. If you don't know, I'm on El Matador, the other Dallas team. The lights in the stadium are going out, so we are sending Our technical guys out there to fix it. Please hold. EM Dallas Burnside has just started a chant. EM, EM. And unfortunately, nobody showed up for Emerald City RC. Unlucky. Playboy Farty's in the chat, which probably means he's not playing game 1. We're holding on to him to anchor. Close out. Game 5 in a 2-2 series. Good strategy. And the players are lining up. We are in. Toad Death, R7, and Utopia versus Wicca, Caesars, and Anam. Toad Death with a good pass mid. It was high off the backboard. R7 was a little too quick on it. Utopia with a nice shot. R7's up, hits the top post. ECRC with 2 really good shot attempts so far. Dallas Burn needs to find their composure. Caesar will dish it out. That's a good bump. Caesar will go up, try to keep control, look for the pinch off the sidewall, not able to find it. R7 is Gojo. HQ has just enlightened me. Dallas Burn has not been scored on yet. They don't need to let it happen. Toad Death cuts the ball off in the mid lane. Another shot off the top post. ECRC with 3 amazing shot attempts so far, but they haven't found the net yet. There's potential here. Anam pinches it out mid, but a demo by Toad Death clears the offense. Good heads-up play by Toad Death. Utopia needed to make a touch there, and he does. And Anam tries to dish it out mid. It's high for Caesar. He tries to make a light touch into the top right. Not able to yet. Even boost here for both teams. Wicca dishes it out to the side. Caesar's up to catch it off the ceiling. Touching to the corner, won't be able to follow. Gojo dishes it out. Pass Gojo in his corner. Toad Death needs to make a play. He does. Saves his team from an awkward defensive position, and Gojo will pick it up. Toad Death with a nice, beautiful, quick cut. Gojo tries to pass it mid. Nobody's there. They were all collecting boost. Unfortunate, but that's just how the game goes sometimes. Dallas Burn looking awkward. Wicca with a shot, it'll be easily blocked. UCRC looking really strong and composed. Nobody scored yet though. A nice pinch. A nice pinch clear. Another shot off the post. UCRC couldn't get closer to scoring a goal if they tried. Wicca dishes out mid. Caesar's able to cut it off though. Nice heads up play. Toad Death with a potential shot. Wicca's there to cut it off. Toad Death pops it, but it's going to go wide. Caesar's up, no boost. It doesn't collect the corner. Instead chooses to follow. Gets a good demo. It's past Anam. Wicca has to take. Pass to Anam. Anam dishes it out. 2 players on EM Dallas Burn with no boost. This could be dire. Gojo not able to get the flip reset. Musty. Unlucky. No metal clip today. No TikTok farming. And ECRC just need to keep playing their game. Keep doing what they're doing because it's working. Luka was trying to find a double tap, hits it a little too high. His initial touch was not the best, but it was a good look though. That could be really dangerous for Dallas Burn. They somehow make it out alive. Caesar will pick it up. No boost though. Decides to clear it. Picked up by Gojo. Oh my! Is that 4 or 5 shots that have hit the post so far this game? Nice slow play by Caesar. Not able to stay under it though. It grounds. Has to take a 50. Nice flip reset from Gojo. Gojo's up. Touch off the backboard. Double potential. And it goes in. Nice play by Gojo. Gojo looking extremely mechanical right now. A buzzer beater double tap to end game 1. And Caesar was in an awkward position from the start. And Emerald and ECRC takes game 1. Wow. It was a really good performance by ECRC. They maintained pressure the entire game. They had 13 shots on net, and I think 15 of them hit the post. Gojo taking MVP. Clearly. Anam not showing up, though. 18 touches and 168 points. We'll see how Dallas Burn responds. Perhaps a substitution. If you're ECRC, what do? I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Or they could hella BM and sub in players and take game 2. That would be crazy. Game 2 on Forbidden Temple. Really nice scenery. I think we need to see a Huey substitution in here. Oh my goodness, they've subbed in the anchor Pico David. Oh, there's no way. This is a guaranteed victory for Dallas Burn. GG ECRC. Pico David with the delayed kickoff. And overtime Saint also subbing in. And apparently this is also his debut match. So we'll get to see what he's made of. Good flip reset by Gojo. Wow. ECRC subs Spanky in. They might come to regret it as Caesar takes a nice air dribble play right over the top of him. If you're Spanky, you have so much faith in your team, you can scoot up on defense, but unfortunately he scoots up a little bit too far. Caesar, possible ground pinch, doesn't get it. Spanky cuts it off. Pico David with the shot. Oh my goodness. Huge potential from Dallas Burn. Always potential with Pico David. Caesar will cut to take control of this ball. Overtime Saint gets bumped. Caesar around 1. Not enough to get to the mid lane though. Overtime Saint not with much boost. Caesar playing very aggressive here. Staying on the ball as much as he can. It might be a wise tactical decision to do so. Pico David makes a decent stop, gets demoed though. Toaddeath is going to have an awkward shot. He soft touches it off the backboard and Gojo is able to pick it up. Even Dallasburg had potential to save this, but they weren't able to. Well, I think Pico David lagged there. He had it. That's unlucky. 1-1, tied game 2. Nice kickoff for Dallasburg. Pico David not able to get it onto net. Toaddeath will go up. Tries to light touch it for forward momentum into a carry. Not able to continue. Toaddeath off the wall. Tries to go for a shot. That would have been a very deadly shot if it had been on net. I don't think Dallasburg were ready for that. Gojo will go up. Flip reset, yeah. Spanky will put it on net. It'll be high off the backboard. He could rebound his own shot, and he does. Pretty good play from Spanky here. Keeps pressure on by hitting it high off the backboard and rebounds his own shot. It's good Rocket League. Caesar needs to make something happen here. Still have half a game left. Pico David will control this. Not able to though. Caesar might not be trusting his teammates that much. He cuts rotation on defense. And that could have actually been the start of the confusion. Right before this, Caesar had cut defense. He had cut overtime to dish the ball into the corner. Wasn't able to see how overtime reacted, but in these positions when you feel like you need to take over, you need to do it wisely, or else you're going to leave your teammates in an even worse spot than they were in before. Caesar will dish it out. Notices his team is low boost and it just goes in. Okay, I'm not sure what ECRC were doing. I think they were caught with their pants down. Gojo probably napping because he's carrying so hard. Wasn't even worried, but he had everything to worry about. 3-2 ECRC. Gojo not likely to make that mistake again. Caesar with a good save. Spanky's probably going to go for a pancake here or a light touch. Overtime Saints able to get some momentum. Stopped by Gojo. Nice pinch off the sidewall for a pop. Gets a flip reset. Goes for a double flip reset. Gets it, but doesn't have enough boost to catch up to it. Gojo looking in form. Gojo is farming TikTok clips right now. Would never happen on the other Dallas team. On God. Spanky gets it around Caesar. Caesar really needed to make a play there. 1 minute left. Pico David, nice save with 0 boost too. Jot it down. Caesar gets it around 1. He's up against Gojo. He's able to bump him a little bit off the wall. Overtime with the shot. Oh my goodness, that was their opportunity. They have to find another in 40 seconds. R7 pinch pass off the backboard into the mid. Overtime Saint will pick it up. Dishes it out mid to Pico. Pico hits it forward. Caesar not there. He's getting back boost. Not a roast. Good save. Caesar here, what do you do here? He gets an unfortunate touch off the sidewall. He tried to go for a ceiling shot. Wasn't able to get the verticality he needed. Toaddeath with a pretty decent shot to Spanky, who redirects it in. Oh my goodness, that's going to be game 2. What a play here from Toaddeath. his touch doubled as a shot and a pass due to the position of Spanky. And Spanky realizes that, takes over, and puts it in. Good stuff from ECRC. Caesar's just going to clear it. Probably won't even drive anymore. Never mind, he will. Oh, he's going to try to put one in. And ECRC takes game 2. Pico David with an incredible save. Let's not forget that. In fact, let's get a clip of that. That's an SGL highlight. Gojo, despite his incredible mechanical performance, is an MVP. Spanky is. But Caesar, mounting 751 points. Yeah. Truly living up to his name. Pico David not realizing his greatness. That's funny. You did have a good save there, Pico. I want you to know I caught that. Well, you know, when you reach a level of intelligence so high, everything else becomes stupid. There was a Neil deGrasse Tyson clip on that. I think that applies to you. And Wicca and Anam will both sub in for Pico in overtime. Utopia, Gojo, and Toad Death. Toad Death and Gojo playing all 3 games. They do not want to concede a win to EM Dallas Burn. Another shot off the post for Toad Death. Unfortunate. Gojo will hit it off the sidewall, continue it into a touch. Gets bumped. That could have been a crazy play. Wicca denying Utopia. Gojo will dish it out to the corner, but his team won't be able to pick it up. It gives Anam a shot. Not able to place it though. Utopia will pick up the corner boost, go up the sideball, pass it mid to Toad Death. Toad Death, ball's a little out in front of him. He can only hit it forward, so it's easily blocked by Dallas Burn. Gojo with a pop pass to Utopia. Caesar decides to clear it off the backboard. Gojo's there to pick it up, put it into the corner. Wicca with a shot potential, and it goes in. But Gojo dishes it out to the corner here. Cesar's there to pick it up and pass it mid to Wicca. Despite the airtime of Gojo's touch into the corner, it should have been enough time for ECRC to recover and get ready on defense, but they weren't. Good start from EM Dallas Burn. Gojo not able to clip. No jolly dribble. No boost. Passes it mid. Toad Dead doesn't want it. Turns back on D. Not sure what that turn was. That's a missed scoring opportunity for Wicca. Unfortunate. He may not have had the boost to get there. Wicca will take it. It's 50 right off the ceiling, straight down into the EM Dallas Burn's net, but Caesar cuts it off. No boost shot, bounce shot, over 2. Toad Death saves it. Thank God he was there. Gojo, no boost here. Nom clears it. It's 2 Wicca. There's no one contesting him here. Cesar hits it high. Toad Death with a shot. Is that in? Another shot off the post. Man, oh man. ECRC might need to hit the shooting packs after this. Skyline with 100 biddies. Thank you, friend. And Nom with a missed shot opportunity. Oh my goodness, he literally had all the time in the world to place that. This is going to be a double tap. Toad Death cuts it off just before it though. Cesar went for the mid-air bump. That would have been a good play, but he wasn't able to find it. Gojo will dish it out to space. Toad picks it up off the sidewall. It's a pass to Utopia, who hits it off the backboard. Wicca's not able to make a touch. Gojo with a shot. And I think Utopia bumped a Nom in the net, which left it completely open. We'll see it here. Utopia. He does, but Nom may not have even been able to go up because he kind of double committed on it. Nice play from ECRC. You could see it unfolding as it was happening. Tied 1-1. Ian Dousburn is back on the ropes. Not out yet. Awkward ball for Gojo. Manages to make something of it. The rest of the team won't. Wicca denies. Gojo, I believe. Toad Death just gonna hit it forward, no boost. Gojo picks it up. Wicca needs to get this around Toad Death. He does, it'll buy his team time. Cesar picks it up. Someone needs to find boost. Cesar might have accidentally double jumped there. It's over Caesar's head, but it's also around the net. No threat yet. This will be a flip reset from Gojo. Cesar cutting it off immediately. He knows the danger of leaving Gojo in the air uncontested. Gojo will pick up the mid boost. Toad Death decides to put it on net. That's an awkward ball. It doesn't hit the ceiling. And we're into overtime. Wicca, nice cut. That's going to be in. Top right, bar down. Nice from Wicca. This ain't over yet. Good rain. And Wicca is another good player. I played him a couple times so far this league, and he's definitely not someone you want to sleep on. Clutching up for Eam Dallas Burn. And this just might be the beginning of a reverse sweep. Wicca taking MVP with 635 points. Gojo, despite losing, puts up 509 points. Those are good numbers. Yeah, Gojo is quite good. I didn't realize this was the Gojo Glaze stream. The GGL. Someone tell Anon that the goal isn't at the top of the map. Oh man, oh man. Emerald City, I don't think they'll be too flustered after that loss. Maybe bring in the game 1 roster to close thing out. Spanky is in. Never mind. I lied. Wicca. Overtime Saint. And please tell me it's Pico David. Nope. Overtime Saint. Nope. Wait. Substitution mind game right now. I'm not sure what's happening, folks, and I don't know if they know what's happening either. Wicca, overtime, and it's not Pico David. What the hell? Pico David's probably already booted up to Smash. They call him Game 5 Party. Yo. That's so good. So Caesar, Overtime, and Wicca. This is a good lineup. We haven't seen Ponzi nor Huey. And Ponzi's in the chat. That's deserving of a red card. Shot by Overtime. It's not going to go in, though. Wicca's going to be there to put it in. Top right yet again. (1-0). EM Dallas Burn. Gojo has switched to the Octane. And I don't know what car Toad gets in. My mind is saying Vesper, but I don't actually know. No, I don't know. Oh, Caesar beats, who was on the defense here? Was it Utopia? Or, oh, it's not Utopia. He beats Spanky and is able to clear it inside post. 2-0 EM Dallas Burn. It's the reverse sweep. I've just gotten word from HQ. Toad's car is the Masamune. W decision. I think Masamune is also a sword in Terraria. Terraria mentioned. Overtime Saint. EM Dallas Burn taking control of Game 4 early. They really want to see Game 5 Party. We all want to see Game 5 Party. The anchor, the win con, the one. But Gojo's not going to give them Game 4 easily. We'll make it 1-3. Overtime Saint not able to get a 50. It's a little too fast for Caesar. Guarding near post. Gojo hits it. Far post. Wicca will get up. Caesar's also up. It's a double commit. Death, it was really difficult for him to make a play there. Good interception by Overtime. Caesar will take control. Gets 50 into his opposite corner. Spanky's up for a quick shot. Caesar's got no boost and his teammates are not back on net. Gets a low 50 to stall just enough time for his defense to recover. It'll be high, no potential yet. Spanky not able to pinch it mid. Pinches it out. Caesar takes control, doesn't want Overtime to take it. Overtime should have taken it there. He had 50 boosts. Not gonna be much here. Caesar low boost again. Cuxer pinch, obviously. Off the ceiling, that's actually in. Spanky makes it back just in time. Wicca picks up the blue corner boost. That's advantage. Teaser. Quick cut off the wall. Doesn't go for the pre-flip touch with 38 boost. Wicca trying to play mind games to get a favorable 50, but ends up driving past the ball. Oh my goodness. They're still 3-1, so they don't have much to worry about. Minute 45 left. Gojo, a good flip reset. Doesn't have much horizontal movement. Ball just goes past overtime Saint to where he's not able to put a shot on net. That was a close opportunity. Wicca. Spanky. Caesar. Spanky. Caesar. Spanky. Gojo. Caesar. Oh, under. Oh my goodness. Overtime Saint with a nice goal here. I don't think Gojo was expecting a low touch there, which is why he pre-jumped high. The overtime read him like a book. Nice play by overtime. Oh, overtime Saint with the fake. Caesar's able to pick it up without too much of a threat. He's low boost though. He gets demoed. Somehow the ball doesn't go into the orange half. It stays mid. Gojo goes up for it. So Death with a shot near post. Caesar cuts it off. Good save. Gojo trying to pass it mid. Maintain pressure. Misses the ball. Caesar low boost. Overtime low boost. Wicca, I think he's going to play conservatively as third man here. He'll be ready for this. Caesar yet again is trying to cut rotation. I think he's doing too much. This is going to open up opportunities for ECRC. But opportunities are far and few when you have 10 seconds left in the game. And good news, everybody. Playboy Game 5 Farty is coming in. I've just received word from those on high. And Ian Dallas Burn will take Game 4. This is the tied series right now. It all comes down to this. Everything is on the line. If you had one shot, would you capture it? Caesar really needs to be careful about cutting off his teammates. There may be a skill difference. Caesar is undeniably the best player on his team. But when he's cutting off rotation, and sometimes he's cutting off rotation in plays where it just should not happen. Because when he cuts off his teammate, he's leaving his teammate in an awkward position. You can cut teammates off as long as you don't leave them in an awkward position. That's what he needs to remember. What will the lineups be for Game 5? ECRC looked extremely hot at the beginning of this series, and EM Dallas Burn has looked extremely hot in the latter part of the series. The reverse sweep, man, I would love to see Dallas take it. No commentator bias, of course not. Toad Death, Gojo, Utopia. Wicca, Caesar, Overtime Saint. Game 5. All down to this. see much happening yet, except Gojo has a potential here. His first touch got away from him. Utopia has time. Pinches it towards the net. Caesar's able to get it around 2. Falls in an awkward spot though. He can't really pass it. Wicked goes up for it, gets blocked. Overtime recovers with it and puts it in. EM Dallas Burn forcing this ball into ECRC's net. 1-0, EM Dallas Burn. Utopia goes up. Not able to make much of it. It's high off the backboard. Caesar gets a demo. Wicca low boost. Not able to get a good shot on net. Caesar's challenging with low boost. Hits it off the side. Wicca will pick up. Tries to get around toe death. Not able to. Utopia with time kind of bats it away. Overtime Saint is there to gain possession. Wicca off the corner. Overtime Saint gets a bad 50. Caesar gets demoed in net. Toe Death is up for the shot. Hits it low. Caesar with an easy block. Wicca gets bumped. He'll have to clear it to the opposite corner. Utopia's there to intercept it. Toe Death around Caesar. It hits Utopia and it pops back out to mid. That's unfortunate. Caesar is looking like he wants to cut Overtime Saint. Interesting play. EM Dallas Burn was literally milliseconds from scoring, and I think Overtime Saint might have hesitated because he noticed Caesar was trying to cut rotation. Or perhaps Caesar was picking up pads and it just looked like he was cutting rotation. Regardless, still 1-0, EM Dallas Burn. Gojo accidentally hits it back. Takes it to his own quarter, gets the boost. Here comes the Drawley dribble. He has to hit it quick to get around Wicca. Wicca's able to make the stop. Utopia's up. 50 into the corner. Gojo with a quick dish back out to mid lane off the sidewall. That was a really good play. I don't think anybody on the field was expecting it, even ECRC themselves. Low shot from Gojo, not able to get it in. Utopia not able to carry it up the wall. Gojo picks it up with full boost though, flip reset. So death around 1. Awkward bounce off the sidewall, straight up, off the ceiling. Utopia with low boost, not able to get his car angled onto the net. That was a goal, but Toe Death finally puts it in for ECRC. 1 minute 31 left, tied 1-1. Oh, Wicca missed the touch there. He needed to make any touch, whether it was to the corner or off the backboard, and EM Dallas Burn would have been fine, but he missed it. That's unlucky. Caesar will go up, not able to carry it. Gonna hit it off the backboard. Wicca and Overtime State are double committing. Caesar low boost, Toe Death passes it to Gojo. Gojo with a shot, and it's just Caesar's not able to make the play. He's not able to get there quick enough, and it all stems from the double commit of Overtime and Wicca. Oh my goodness, that's not what they needed right now. Awkward ball for Utopia. Toe Death probably calls him off though. Picks it up. Another breakaway for ECRC. It was an awkward ball. Toe Death not able to make a good pass into the mid lane. Good bump by Utopia. Good 50 by Toad. Oh, Gojo barely misses the demo. Utopia will slow play this up the sidewall. I actually kind of like it. Yeah, just enough space to carry it. Even Dalsburn needs to make something happen. 20 seconds left. So Death was in net with full boost. Makes a good play. Utopia tries to go for the redirect. Gojo, double potential, cut off by Caesar. Wicca, decent 50. Caesar will pick it up. He's got to flick it here. Overtime Saint doesn't have the boost really to go for it quickly. Oh my goodness, if Overtime had picked up any pad on his way, he might have been able to boost for that with a shot on net. But ECRC takes game 5. The reverse sweep is gone, and it's all Pico David's fault. GG's. What a series. In the Championship League, we had 2 really close teams, and in the Premier League, we have 2 very close teams as well. Huey nor Ponzi making an appearance in this series. Leaving it all on Wicca and Overtime Saint. I think not putting in Wicca earlier with the lineup that they had was the mistake that EM Dalsburn made. Caesar's clearly the captain, but I think Wicca is co-captain. GG's to everybody in the chat. Well played. Very entertaining games. Toe Death taking MVP of that last match. Honorable mentions. Gojo definitely showed out. Gojo forced EM Dalsburn to react in situations, especially Caesar. Caesar recognized the danger of leaving Gojo in the air by himself, uncontested. And Toe Death, I mean, he's really just good all around the field. ECRC has a really good lineup. Hopefully we get some interviews for you guys. We'll see what we're cooking. We've got Gojo first in the lineup for the interview, then Pico David, and then Adifo from EC Eternal. Looking forward to it, especially the Gojo interview. And the honored one has just joined the commentary booth. Thank you so much for joining us, Gojo. Sorry you were split in... Oh, never mind. That is crazy.
What?
How do you feel about this series?
It was fine. Our goals were fine. I think they had more. We were hitting post a bunch backboard. And the goals they had against us were, I would say, our own mistakes. But overall, it wasn't a bad.
You know, you really showed out today. You definitely put a display on of your mechanical skills. I think even at one point you went for a flip reset musty. A couple double flip resets. Uh, if you don't mind me asking, how many hours in the game do you have?
Um, between multiple, probably up towards like 1,000, 7,000.
7,000. So that's what it takes. Darn.
Yeah, I used to play this game religiously. Lately, not so much. I mean, you can ask some of the guys. Um, I used to be on literally all waking hours a day when I was working, but life happens and you gotta refocus up. So I haven't touched week.
Did you have any special strategy going up against EM Dallas Burn?
I don't think we really had any strategy. Just wanted to rotate, get everyone some field time, knock off rust, and kind of rematch. Pretty much what you saw tonight.
Yeah, I think you guys are good enough to just kind of hop in and let natural chemistry, just kind of take over. You have really good teammates, Toadette especially. I think he's there. Just the way he plays, I think he can synergize with you pretty well.
Absolutely. I think we all know each other's strengths and what we're capable of. And by this point, I want to say this maybe my third or fourth season playing with Toad. I think he has a very solid ground capability, and I'm more of the air kind of stuff. So we're kind of able to cover the best of both worlds. It's got a really good foundation, so.
Absolutely. Were you nervous at all going into Game 5?
Not really nervous, just more so ready to get it over with. It's already been 9 years. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. Well, luckily you were able to close it out and take home a victory.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so GG's, good performance. It was very entertaining, and get some rest. But before you go, do you have any shout outs you'd like to say?
Shout out to the team for hanging in there with me as I am going through life. Shout out to mom and dad, always being there for me. Shout out to the military for getting through the government shutdown. And yeah, GG's, appreciate y'all. Later.
GG. Thank you so much. Gojo, with all of his mechanical ability, might actually have IRL limitless. Wouldn't put it past him. Convergence, divergence, hollow purple. Definitely very mechanically gifted. 7,000 hours, people. That's what it takes. And soon we'll be graced by the presence of Pico David, Playboy Farty. Speaking of the devil, here he is.
How are we today, SGL? You know what? I'm actually quite happy. I don't care we lost. I don't care. That performance that we put up, that's all time. I think that from what I've seen, I think that's my favorite performance we've seen all season. Overtime Saint with the 3 goals. I mean, props to him. Love that guy.
EM Dallas Burn played well, and you were part of history. You guys almost had a reverse sweep, and well, you know what? Where am I going with this? Am I saying you lost the game for the reverse sweep? I don't know. Regardless, man, I don't actually know what to say.
I mean, what is there to say? We tried to get the reverse sweep, but we just couldn't.
I don't know. Yikes, this is a bit embarrassing. I really don't know where to go from here. One thing I want to point out, I did notice you had a really good save on low boost in the one game you played. and I'm pretty sure we clipped that. We've sent it over to our clips team, and
Oh damn.
yeah, it might be a highlight.
You know,
If I'm not mistaken, you've been practicing Rocket League more recently, right?
not at all actually. The quite the opposite actually. I've been actually quitting this game.
Shut up. You were
I've been
posting clips in the clip channel this week.
Yeah, that was for like a day or two. But you know, after that, I was like, you know what? My teammates and me as well. I just play stupid. So I'm like, you know, I'm gonna just take a break. And then the next game came. I stopped playing. Then I didn't play until today. Last clip I posted. Until then, I posted. Well, last clip I posted. Until now, that's the last time I played.
I really don't even think you played that bad. And I don't think you should feel discouraged either. See, this is absolutely no diss to Caesar, but one of the things I noticed is that he would cut rotation, and I think he's doing it because he doesn't exactly trust that you guys are going to be there. But the times where I did see him cut rotation, I think he would have been able to make a half decent play. And just that half decent play would have been enough to result in a goal or a save. So to be honest, I think the way that you perform, I think you have a lot of value to this team. I think you can make a difference.
I mean, I can. I just gotta put in the hours, but you know, it's just gotta work together. We just gotta play together, get comms, get everything. You know, just play as a team. Don't play individually. That's what I've kind of learned playing in this league. If you're gonna play individual, then yeah, good luck, buddy, because it's not gonna work out great. But if you're gonna play as a team, you're gonna win, obviously.
Have you ever seen Naruto?
I did watch it back then, but you know, I just like stopped watching it. So
You remember the bell lesson, Team 7, Team Kakashi, Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, whenever they first become ninjas, they have to steal the bells from Kakashi, and they have to do it through teamwork.
I remember that. Yeah, I do actually remember that.
Yeah. So maybe we need a Team Kakashi for Aim Dallas Burn. Regardless, you guys played extremely well, and it was very entertaining. And I'm glad you can make it out tonight. Is there anything else that you want to say?
That series, honestly, for the way we've played, that was really well. But coming into this game, I did not expect it to be that close to where me and Overtime State and Caesar were like, you know, we're keeping these guys on their toes. I did not expect that. I thought these guys were like, you know, like what happened with Casey Cauldron last week, and they just like completely lost me. I thought that was gonna happen to me twice. I'm like,
It didn't. You guys are right there.
you know, like I was like, I already got my assist and my saves. You know, I want to see if we can get a goal out of this. And like, well, we didn't, but we almost got the reverse sweep. And shout out to Overtime State. I can't stress enough. You know, just him being goated, man. Love that dude.
He is good. I think he's definitely one of the best players on your team. Also, where are Huey and Ponzi?
Jonesy is out for a cup match on my little receipt right here and right next to me. And Huey is. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where Huey is, but.
Huey's at
you
the
know.
bar. That's for sure. Well, Pico, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for this interview, and good night, SGL. I'm happy.
Good night. Man, we love Pico David, the face of SGL. Pones is playing FIFA with Skyline, okay, and Hugh is drinking. Yeah, I figured that would be the case. And last but not least, we have a Difo from from EC Eternal. Adifo, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm trying. If I remember correctly, you guys did not win against.
No, we didn't, unfortunately.
That's right. Have you been able to talk with your team and maybe figure out why that was?
We're gonna go over the tape probably later this week. Um, run it all back. There, there's some stuff we got to work on, but I feel like everybody thought it was kind of close. We might have had a couple things we can, fix here and there, but
apart from mechanical stuff, where you accidentally miss the ball or you accidentally get a bad touch, you guys definitely can compete. The one thing I saw was some slight rotation miscommunication.
Yeah.
A couple of double commits and people turning for balls that they shouldn't have, and that just left people in awkward positions.
Yeah, we're gonna go over the tape. We're gonna try to correct all that stuff for sure.
Do you feel confident going into the rest of the league, with the rest of your games?
Oh, definitely. We feel confident every week, man.
Do you have some first-year players as well? Some debut players?
I'm a rookie, and Drea's a rookie, and Deepsy's a rookie.
Right. Okay. So you guys are debut players. Okay. Well, honestly, for debut players, I think you guys are performing very well. I mean, if you guys have never played together as a team, and you're performing at the level you're performing, I mean, yeah, you guys have a lot of potential. Do you guys play a lot during the week?
We try to. Sometimes we set it down and we're like, okay, let's give Rocket League a break for now. If we're getting too frustrated or whatever.
Yeah.
Just take a breather. Probably gonna take a breather tomorrow, I would assume. Just to let everything settle and then go over tape.
I think going over tape is one of the best things that you can do.
Oh, for sure. I think that's why the Seahawks were so good.
Seahawks mentioned. Gross. Well, we're gonna wrap up this interview now. Is there anything else that you'd like to say before we head out?
Well, I'm gonna shout out chat, team, Drea, Deep Sea, Funk, Huskies. Everybody played real good tonight. We made a few mistakes, obviously, but love playing with them. And we'll get back to scrimming with Defiance after this week.
Nice. Yeah, you guys have every reason to keep your heads held high. You guys played great.
Well, thank you.
Yep, no problem. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yep, have a good night.
You too. And SGL, those are our interviews, our players. We have some really good personalities in this league. And one thing to remember is that SGL is about getting together just to play. Yeah, we've got ladders, but at the end of the day, it's nice for us to all come together to play. And regardless of my commentary, sometimes I make jokes. Don't ever take them too seriously. Please remember that. And we'll go over the schedule and the league stats before we head off. So for this week right now, Thursday, tomorrow, Axe Rose versus Steel Army. Friday, KC Cauldron versus FSD Chrome. That'll be a game to look out for. And to be determined, not sure when they'll play yet, Sounders RC La Cinco Doce. And then, of course, the greatest team in the league, El Matador versus Timbers Army. All in on El Matador. One thing to keep in mind, all times are Eastern. So if you're Central like me, it's 1 hour before. And if you weren't able to catch the Rebellion vs FSD Azul game, be sure to check out our VODs. And the league stats. On the Premier side, Timbers Army and FSD Chrome, both with a 4-1. Both with 4-1 standing. Casey Cauldron and Emerald RC. So FSD Chrome and Casey Cauldron are playing on Friday, as we just saw. Two of the top teams in Premier. So set a reminder for Friday. Rebellion, over on the championship side, is 5-0. Whoa. Okay, watch out. Oh, and if I'm not mistaken, I might be. I can't remember who plays Steel Army. Oh, my freaking brain. It's so bad. Mush. So, we've got Axe and Rose and Steel Army playing. My money's on Axe and Rose. But the teams to look out for: Rebellion, Timbers Army, and FSD Chrome, and El Matador. Those are the teams that you follow and subscribe for. Other than that, if you're new to the stream, be sure to drop a follow. If you drop a sub, there's potential that that money goes to the SGL RLCS LAN meetup. That would be lit. If you want to get involved, type your messages in the chat. We might have a mod reach out to you. Shout out to Skyline, who's donated bits this stream. He is topping our chart for weekly cheers. 500 bits this week. Bro must have lawyer money or something like that. And Caesar falling with a close second, 69 bits. Pretty nice. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. I am Gnostics, and that is the end of the live stream. It was a joy to commentate for all of you. And hopefully I will see you guys next time. Good night.